G'day people, I've got a bit of a story. It's a bit of a hiccup in me having a rest with Margarita, which unfortunately still hasn't occurred. I'm still stuck. It's a bit my fault. Well look, just before Christmas, a week and a bit before Christmas, Panama introduced new restrictions on travel and curfews and all this, so it was going to be difficult for me to go then anyway. I was still frustrated and a bit angry with the hard stand fiasco, and so I wanted to get away as well. I thought, oh, look, I might as well get away, de-stress. I also am introducing a new channel. Well, it should have already come out, but it's been delayed, and I needed to catch up on the footage that the lightning disaster interrupted, so I needed to finish that off so I can get it out there. So I thought, okay, look, I'll go out, the restrictions will be removed, and then I can go see Margarita, all done. But it didn't quite turn out that way. I think 2 days before I left, I went into town to get money just in case, and that's why I think I picked up COVID. Now, I don't know if I have COVID, but I tell you what, it's the worst flu I have ever had experienced. It's insidious. But whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. I'm just a crook. I'm still only getting over it, and I think it's day 25. But don't panic, people. Don't write in and go, oh, I'll get to a hospital and stuff like that. I still got a bit of a cough. I can't even give you a token cough at the moment. Normally it's in the morning and at night. So I get in to Whoop Whoop, this place, and feeling strange the first day. I still need to go out and get footage and get some food because, you know me, I travel light. Travel lighter this time too because I was only going to be here for a couple of weeks. Oh well. And I didn't even jump in the water. I stuck my hand in the water just to look for a spot, and I felt, you know, when you're achy and fluey, it just feels something wrong. Well, it felt wrong. Got back to the boat, and then I started feeling worse. The anchorage is not a good anchorage where I am, but at least I knew I was out of the way. I didn't want to infect other boats, and I didn't want to infect the locals. So it was a good anchorage in that respect, but it's going to bite me in the bum later on. Just wait. It was just a temporary anchorage until the sun got high. But yeah, anyway, let's just go on with the story. So day 2, I'm also feeling the same, and I'm thinking, this COVID, this is nothing. Because I'm not worse, I've still got the headache, I'm just still achy. But then day 3 came along. It's not good news, people. I'm pretty sure I got COVID, and I'm a bit of a pickle of the situation. Oh, if it's not COVID, Jesus, it's the worst flu I've ever had. And this is only what? I think this is day 3, 11 more days to go. Oh God, I should have gone back to Margarita. Alright, well, I can only let nature run its course. So my last meal was on day 1, but the thought of eating food now, like solid complex food, body would reject it. I don't even know if I could put it in my mouth, but I can eat pineapple and bananas. Well, I've got pineapple, bananas, and grapefruit. The thing is, but I haven't had the grapefruit yet. I now know I'm sick, and I'm thinking I need to ration this fruit because that's all I've got. I've got vegetables as well. That should tide me over, but the thought of eating vegetables is different. I can't actually taste the fruit. I can taste the sweetness, but that's it, which is very strange. Oh God, I really stuffed up. I mean, there's little surprise. I was so run down. I had to go into town, and I wore all the masks and stuff like that, but I can't believe how bad the back pain is with it. It's just unbelievable. It's like it's filleted and there's no skin left on there. It's just unbelievable. This COVID, people, Jesus. Anyway, there's nothing much I can do. I just gotta soldier on and just sort of just deal with it. So by day 5, I'm starting to realise this is the worst, longest flu that I've ever had. Because I'm out in the middle of whoop whoop, that means in the middle of the sticks, people. My phone service is pretty small. I've got WhatsApp, but only when I stick it up the mast. And I'm a bit concerned because, look, I madly run off a text to one of my friends that has had COVID and asked him about, you know, symptoms and what to look out for. And I've only got 1 day left on my phone card, and he just gets back in the nick of time, which is a bit of relief because then I've got something to refer to. But then what strikes me is he's got, if it goes into your chest, you got to get to the hospital immediately. Now, I just started coughing on day 5, and now I'm looking at that, and I instantly freaked. Well, I didn't freak out. I went, oh shit. But then I started discounting it because my cough is not a congested cough. It's not like heavily phlegmatic. I mean, at the moment, I don't have the urge to cough now, but it's day 25 now. Now I only cough a bit at night and early morning. But then I was coughing, you know, a few times a day. But it was all dry. It's like there's nothing there. It's like a dry nothingness. And so I figured, I don't think I'm going to get the difficulty in breathing if there's nothing filling my lungs, there's no secondary infection or anything like that. So I think that's true in some of the cases, but I think I'm good. I think I'm okay. But one thing that's clear to me is my body is not combating it with the temperature required to get rid of it. I'm using a hot water bottle. I'm alternating it between underneath my back. For some reason, my lower back, it's like it's been filleted. It's so painful. Now, I've got to point out that this sensitivity, I've never had this sensitivity so much. I think I describe it later, or I've already done it. It's like I've cut all my skin off, and I'm lying on something and I'm sticking, and it's hurting. Everything is hurting. When I say back pain in the back, it's not the normal muscular back pain. It's this sensitiveness of the skin, and no position is comfortable. Now, look, I must have slept during the first whatever nights, but I tell you what, I remember laying awake in pain for a long, long time. But my body, I'm pretty sure it's not handling it the way it's supposed to be, because I don't feel that my temperature is high enough, and I don't have a temperature gauge. I think Margarita's got that. So what I'm doing is I'm cooking. I'm in all my hot gear, trying to cook it out, and I put the hot water bottle on my back, and then I put it on my chest because I feel it's coming into my chest. But it's not cooking it enough. The fever is not strong enough. It's like a debilitating thing. It's just keeping me unwell, but it's not cooking the virus as what a temperature should be doing. Weirdest virus I've ever had. It's like my body doesn't know what to do, and I'm just trying to do these half measures, just trying to keep up. It's crazy. I think I've got, I don't know what day it is today, I think it's day 7 or 8. I've got another 6 or 7 more days to try and get through this. I'm not hungry, I've barely eaten, I've just had fruit. I made a salad, but far out, boy did that taste terrible. It's like my body doesn't want to eat at all, which is normally the case when I have a flu. I don't usually eat because my body's just not hungry. But it's not doing the right thing. It's not giving me the temperature. It's not.
I mean, I'm definitely clammy and I'm definitely got a fever, but it's not enough. I wish I had the temperature gauge so I could know. It just doesn't feel right. Oh, Jesus. Just have to let it take its course. I'm feeling it. I don't know if it's in my chest, but it's trying to get in my chest. Oh. Trying to cook it out of my chest, and I'm doing this twice a day for a couple of hours each, just trying to heat up my body as much as I can. I know people are out there going, oh, what are you doing? You're crazy. You got to reduce the fever. No, I got to cook the damn virus out of my damn body. And in order to get it out of my chest, I'm cooking it here, and I do inhalations. I boil water and I drop a bit of tea tree oil on, and I suck the vapors down. Hopefully that'll kill the virus on contact. I'm doing that a few times a day, well, as often as necessary. I mean, that's all I can think of doing. I mean, what else can I do? I just wish my body would get its temperature together, sort that out, and properly cook it out.
My belief at the time was that the illness is going to last 10 to 14 days, so maximum 14 days, and I was looking at the fruit situation. I thought, I think I've just got enough to cover me. If I'm careful, ration it, I can cover the 14 days. And now we have some bad news. I go out to get a pineapple and one is super soft, so it's on the way out. And I check the grapefruit and there's about 4 of them in the middle, because they're all in a bag, and they're all liquefying and they're touching the others, so some of those have got soft spots. So it's a bit of an emergency because I've already rationed on the fruit and now I'm going to have to ration further. I actually turn on the fridge and I throw all of the fruit and veggies into the fridge because I can't lose any more. Now, here's a good thing about COVID. That off pineapple, you know when you open a pineapple and it's yellow, and that's good, and then it starts to go clear or that darker orange, and it's starting to go sugary, you know, it's losing its acidity, and that's still good, although sometimes it goes winey. But you know, then there's that next color. Well, this pineapple was that next color, that deeper orange, and I knew it was bad, but I couldn't smell it, and when I tasted it, it was sweet. So there you go, people. I could eat that pineapple. Well, I ate 2/3 of it because 2/3 was rotten, and the last third I rationed for the next day. But now I was going to have to be particularly careful of eating fruit, like in much smaller quantities. Now, I wasn't too concerned because generally when I get sick, I go on a fruit fast anyway. Don't write in and complain, people. That's the way my body does it because it doesn't want to eat. It tells me not to eat. So I do what it does, what it tells me. I do what it tells me. I don't know, whatever it is. And I just follow it. It's just in this case, it was going to be for longer if it was 14 days and I was going to have less. But I wasn't really overly worried. So as you drop a bit of tea tree oil in the hot water, it vaporizes and you suck that in, and you try and expand your lungs and coat all your lungs with this tea tree oil. Now, tea tree oil is actually a poison, but I'm hoping it's going to, on contact, kill any virus or any secondary infection or pneumonia, whatever. And so I'm doing it, sucking in and holding it as long as possible, but the urge to cough it all up is, you know, it keeps on mounting, and then I cough my guts out. So it's not a bad thing. I'm just trying to do the best I can in the circumstances. So I was a bit concerned that if I didn't keep up with the hot water bottles and the inhalations and keeping myself in the hot gear to try and cook this virus out of me, because my body wasn't quite cooking it out, that I would actually get some kind of respiratory distress or pneumonia. So I just wanted to keep on doing it as much as I could. I mean, I couldn't do anything else, and well, I just had to do something.